Hello there, and welcome back, you guys. In today's video, we are taking a look at the Mega Bloks Star Trek The Original Series set, Day of the Dove. This set originally released in 2016 and is based off of Star Trek The Original Series Season 3, Episode 7, Day of the Dove, is the namesake of the set. Each of the original Mega Bloks sets for Star Trek The Original Series, each set was specifically based off of a specific scene in a specific episode. This one in particular being Day of the Dove, obviously. We'll see how many times I can say that in this video. In anticipation of LEGO getting the Star Trek license later this year, I wanted to take a look back at some of the Star Trek sets. I went ahead and got a few of them. They're actually relatively affordable with the exception of 2 of the sets. All of the other sets are still available. This set in particular can still be found sealed for under $30 on eBay at time of recording this video, and I may have bought a couple of them. Just saying. This one's the only one I bought that was sealed just because the box was damaged, but I did pick up a few of this set. And I think the most I paid for one individual set was about $23. And with that, we'll go ahead and take a look at our set. And please ignore the crush damage to the box. I am planning to open this, so I didn't care about condition. Starting us off, we've got the Star Trek The Original Series logo right up here. 50th anniversary logo, 10 plus age rating, 97 pieces, Day of the Dove in a couple languages. Big picture of the set here. We've got Scotty in the window, Mega Bloks logo. You ignore the sticker damage. That was from wherever this came from. Turning it over to the top side, you got the Enterprise, Star Trek, our 4 figures, Mega Bloks with the set number right there. And then turning her over to the side, if we can get her on camera, you got the 50 logo, Star Trek, a couple more languages of the set name, and Mega Bloks logo. Coming over to the bottom side, you got all the legalese, Star Trek megabloks.com. Then you got your UPC right there, if we can try and get this thing on camera. There you go. Don't know how good it's going to do. This set's about 10 years old at time of recording. Opposite side's pretty much the same as the other side you just looked at. And then we'll come over to the back side here. Starting us off, we've got Star Trek The Original Series logo right here. Superposable action figures in several languages. Our 4 figures, Scotty, Chekhov, Kang, and unnamed Klingon. You got a picture of all 4 figures with the build. You got a couple of stills from the show. The only weapons you get are the 4 cutlasses. And then coming down to the bottom of the box, you got 3 of the other sets that were available at the time. More legalese, Star Trek megabloks.com, and I think it's time to get the box open. Now, this particular box had been opened, but you essentially just have one tape seal on the top and one on the bottom. Go ahead and open her up, and inside we've got a couple of sealed baggies, the instruction manual, and then we have the one figure that's kind of off to the side on his own here. All the figures did come pre-assembled, which is nice, because around this time area, Mega Bloks figures were still coming unassembled, at least for Halo, but some of the other lines, they were coming assembled, which was really nice. So you got 2 parts bags here. You got our instructions, and then you've got all of your figures here. And then we've got our instruction manual, which looks really nice. You got a good picture of Kirk, Spock, and Uhura. Star Trek The Original Series with the 50th logo there. We'll just go ahead and open her up and get you to the parts checklist. It's always good to include this just in case you ever need it. And then there is a second page for the parts checklist, as well as a good picture of the set right there. Inside of that big bag with the figures, they all come in their own individual bag, which on their own, that's not super crazy. That's something we normally see. But the thing that I've never actually seen before is all of the printed pieces in the set were individually bagged inside the main bag. This is barely worth mentioning, but this piece did arrive damaged. You can see there's a noticeable gash for my finger of it. It's very noticeable. And another thing worth mentioning, this piece right here on the left side did come with the big Made in China logo. Here's everything all built and put together. We got our 4 figures, Scotty, Chekhov, Kang, and the unnamed Klingon, as well as our build. We'll go ahead and look at the build first. The build overall looks very nice for what it is. It's supposed to represent kind of the control station inside the Enterprise. You get kind of part of that wall as well as the control panel. You get 3 printed pieces here, and I don't really have any complaints. I actually like this kind of a build if we're going to get it in like a, troop builder, $10 to $15 battle pack kind of thing. This isn't a terrible thing to get because you can definitely use this for mock building. You got our 3 printed pieces there. The set is 8 bricks high sitting on top of 1 plate and then a set of tiles on top. The set will come with 4 of these metallic silver cutlasses for each of the figures as a weapon. Additionally, each figure comes with one of these gold stands, which is just a circular plate with 2 studs on top, along with the sword. As for printing, Scotty's got his communicator badge on his chest printed, as well as gold trim around his wrist to designate his rank. He just has generic black pants with black boots, and then as for his head, it is a unique head mold. He also has printing around the collar of his shirt. They did not print his neck, so his neck underneath his head is just red as the plastic of the shirt. But otherwise, he looks good. Moving over to Chekhov, he's going to be very similar, same pants. Shirt is in yellow, because his shirt is yellow in the show. He does not have gold trim on his wrists. Chekhov's head is a unique mold, but I do believe it got reused for the Beatles set, so I could be wrong on that, but I believe it did get reused there. Now we'll take a look at the Klingons. Biggest thing is their skin tone is way too light. All of the Klingons that were featured in the Day of the Dove episode have really dark skin tones. These guys have really light skin tones. The actual face looks pretty accurate to the actor in the show. The uniform, it's missing a sash that goes across his torso, but otherwise it does look correct. You got the gold, the black sleeves, and the greenish gray pants with knee-high black boots, and then they've got the cutlasses. Looking at our other figure, same thing. He really needed the darker skin tone, and he also probably needed shaggy black hair, because that's what all of the Klingons in the episode were featured with. Here's a size comparison with Scotty and some of the various Halo figures. We got a Fleet Com Marine, an ODST, and then the Defense Point Showdown Marine. The Defense Point Showdown being significantly taller. We'll get these guys out of the way, and then we'll bring her in just so you can kind of get an idea that she does stand significantly taller. Overall, this is a pretty cool set. I'd probably give it about an 8 out of 10. Really, the only issue that I have with it is the Klingons don't actually match what's in the show. And this came out 50 years after the original episode aired, so I would think they probably could have gotten that right. But what am I saying? I do wish that Mega had done more with the Star Trek license while they had it. They only put out about 10 sets. I've collected most of those, so if you're interested in more Star Trek set reviews, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, and let me know in the comment section down below what you think about LEGO taking the Star Trek license away from Mega. Mega hasn't really done anything with the Star Trek license in about 10 years. I don't know when they actually lost the license, but just let me know what you think about LEGO taking that. Anyways, guys, I got nothing else for you today. Make sure, live long, and prosper.